Hello, Al Pals. Welcome to Big Al Presents Films with Friends. The film, the 1988 fantasy classic, I guess you could say, cult classic film Willow, directed by Ron Howard and story by George Lucas, which I think should have done a lot better, but that's just me. But that is the film. The friends are, of course, the beloved Pacellis, starting with the loveliest of the Pacellis, Troy Pacelli himself.
I did not expect that.
Adorable I love as can be. Cartan the Cleon Cleric, how are you doing, sir?
I am lovely as a horse's ass, but thank you for saying so. I do like the new opening. I like...
Thank you.
I'm glad you kept the takeoff thing, and
that might change, but
okay.
But I'm gonna have something. I like to have a little quirkiness in there.
Sure.
That's me. But I was just trying to tighten it up a little bit. I'm gonna work on some new branding a little bit, and
sure.
I was working on the little last tag there. I think I could do that for every film. Kind of just have a little, tonight. Woo, Willow. But what you sipping on tonight, sir?
I'm just having a diet grapefruit soda, just cause.
Well, Pisca, I'm still working on my peach tea. I got a 7-Up Zero, kind of lurking to back it up later, I'm sure. But that will be later. Also joining us, of course, is the truly loveliest of the Pacellis.
There you go.
Nanette Pacelli of Netters Network. How are you doing, my lady? And what doth thou sippeth upon this evening?
I'm doing great, Al, and I am sipping on a Diet Dr. Pepper, just because.
Awesome. I'm thinking about getting a packet, maybe a 6-pack of that this week. They're on. No, it'd be a 12-pack. Yeah, sometimes I like something different in there. Yeah, they're on sale at my local Food Lion, which is where I do most of my shopping. Let's see. Let's go through chat real quick here. Kevin McKenzie, local fan, thankfully, says he's looking forward to watching this for the first time tonight, and especially with everyone. Well, I hope you enjoy it. I'm not surprised that it's the first time for someone out there, but I really hope you enjoy it. And of course, Netter and Troy flirting a little bit in the chat. So far, that's all we've got, but that's fine. But yeah,
they will.
Yeah, they eventually come along, and plus, the time changing tonight and all that other stuff.
Oh, that's right.
I mean, what better time to do a 2+ hour movie than when you actually get an extra hour sleep in the morning?
That's true.
Right?
That's true.
So what a great time to watch tonight. Of course, if you are going to watch along, the Cosby link is pinned at the top. But Willow. I'm a big fan of Willow. I loved it. I couldn't wait for it when it came out. I remember anticipation for it, and I remember watching the review by Gene Shalit. If you remember Gene Shalit,
oh, God,
and
that mustache.
he destroyed it. He's like, I don't know why they made this film. It's terrible. I mean, it's got and then he listed everything that's in the film, and it just made me want to see it even more.
Oh,
It was like
okay.
one of those like really weird. Was like, well, if you want to see these dragon-like creatures and evil warriors, and I'm like,
And you're kind of
I
going,
do,
well, yeah.
yeah.
Yes, but what did Siskel and Ebert say about it?
I really don't know, but Siskel and Ebert are kind of in it. If a lot of people remember, the two-headed creature is named the Ebersisk after Ebert.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, it was a little dig at the critics. Critics just always seem to blast fantasy films, especially in the '80s. You had Krull, Legend, which will rear its head here in 2 weeks. Labyrinth, and trying to think of another one that might have come. Fantasy films. They were very hit and miss, and kind of considered not the funnest in the world by some people,
Yeah.
but I love them. All those films I named, I am an absolute big fan of. So yeah, and so did you guys see it in theater, or how do you have what's your history with it?
I actually did see it in the theater, and the reason was well, it was a George Lucas venue, and I was like, you know what, I want to see what he's doing to follow up Star Wars with,
Mm-hmm.
and I remember I even remember which theater I saw it at. I saw it at the Hillside Twin when there was a Hillside Twin,
Yeah.
and I remember enjoying it okay, but being like, man, I wish you'd just make another Star Wars movie.
Yeah, I saw it. I loved it. I remember the theater I saw it at too. It's a place called Lexington Park Six or whatever it's called. Really It's a little six-screen theater, and I remember going to see it there and just having a fantastic time watching it. And I think I saw it the following week again, which was something I had once I got mobile and had a car. I was like, you couldn't stop me from going to the films. So, but this was '88, so by then I was taking all my friends from college. Before that, I was the only one that had a car, so I got so many movies to seeing free because that was the deal. I'll take everybody, but you guys pay for me and some popcorn. And that was a few years. Ah, what a wonderful time it was.
Hmm.
But yeah, if I remember correctly, this film kind of came about as at one point they wanted to get the rights to Lord of the Rings, were basically turned down, and Lucas had this little thread of an idea,
Mm-hmm.
and then I met Warwick Davis and had him in mind when he wrote this story. So this was written for Warwick Davis, who plays
Wow.
Willow Wolfgood. So
Yeah.
who better to play, the part than the man that George Lucas envisioned it for, and then he built a wonderful film around it, a wonderful little universe. And why I picked this film is because that universe is going to be continuing on Disney Plus at the end of this month with the show Willow, which takes place however many years it's been since the movie came out. So, and I'm looking forward to it because, unlike, I know a lot of people have kind of been really hit or miss, mostly miss, on the Disney Plus series that have come out. I've really been enjoying it. So, what a better way to get reacquainted with these characters than popping back into the universe.
I did want to, I actually had heard that story that you told about how Willow came about.
Mhm.
And, with these kinds of stories, you never know for sure unless you actually have the, interview that George Lucas did or whatever, but
Right.
it doesn't matter because it sounds so much like, that's how Star Wars came about, right? He wanted to do Flash Gordon. Couldn't get the rights to do that, so he did his own thing.
Yeah.
He
Oh,
wanted to do
wha-
something Lord of the Ring, and so he couldn't do that, so he did Willow.
So he wanted to do a fantasy film, and boom, we get Willow. Want
I
to
wish
welcome
more
Sir Torrent
creators
to the game?
today would do that. You know.
Yeah, and I like I like a new universe to kind of play in. Want to welcome
Mm-hmm.
Sir Torrent again.
Yep.
Saying good evening, everyone. Thank you. Like I said, anybody who is listening now, Cosby link is pinned at the top. We're going to be starting in about a minute or two. Maybe a little give some people another minute or so to pop in. But yeah, I was a big, like I said, I was a big fantasy film fan. Krull, Legend.
Oh yeah.
Uh, Even things like Your Hunter from the Future, Beastmaster. Uh, God,
I like
yeah,
Beastmaster.
I thought Beastmaster was a fantastic film. I mean, we have watched it here on this channel and had a good time. Dragon Slayer, another one that I really enjoy. I gotta look for some of the soundtracks for these things because God, the Birdman's gotten me into soundtracks. I was hoping the Birdman might pop in, but Saturdays is a very busy day for him, so I guess he hasn't shown up. And I was also hoping Age of Boomer, but Age of Boomer has been a very busy boy lately, and he has a lot to worry about, and I know he needs some downtime. So, but he's always welcome to pop in. But yeah, let's kind of start to get this thing fired up. I'm going to make sure my bottom icons looked weird. Like I said, starting at the 0 point. And you've probably got the same copy I do.
Yep.
Now that I think about it, like I said, starting dead 0 and getting ready.
And you go right into the Metro Golden Meyer Lion.
No, it's I thought it was 20th Century Fox.
No, it's the lion roaring.
Yep.
It's the Lion Roaring. Okay, well, let me hold on. Is it really? Yeah, I'm mistaken. I know I watched a film earlier tonight, and it was 20th Century Fox. That's why I was confused. A really weird little murder mystery from Britain. Can't think of the name of it just now, but I'll talk about it maybe a little bit. Okay, getting ready to go in 3, 2, 1, play. Okay, where's Leo? There's Leo. Rawr. Grr, arg.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, watched a British film. It's kind of like a mystery whodunit, starring Sam Rockwell, Saoirse Ronan. Kind of it was cute, nice little film. Based in the 50s. Seers have foretold the birth of a child who will bring about the downfall of the powerful Queen Bavmorda.
Sure.
Seizing all pregnant women in the realm, the evil queen vows to destroy the child when it is born. Very biblical.
I was just going to say, yeah, just like Moses, just like Jesus, right?
Yeah.
Baby's like, it's cold, I'm wet. Ah!
Yeah. One of many babies to play Laura Dannon in this film. These were like 5 or 6 little girls eventually. God, Joanne Whalley. God, she is gorgeous. I've seen her in things too. The one who plays the woman, the nursemaid.
Yeah.
I never realized just how Sauron-y she looks.
Yeah.
With that crown she's got.
And somehow the baby was so quiet during all that.
Well, it was preordained, right?
Yeah, smart little baby. I love this music.
Mm-hmm.
This is a great soundtrack.
Well, you knew that was coming.
Willow.
Yeah.
I do love the main theme for this.
Oh, yeah.
I, to this day, will still sometimes, when I'm wheeling down the hallway, I have several songs in my head repertoire, and this is one
Yeah.
of them. Couple from one from Conan the Barbarian, and "Aw, little baby." Kevin Pollak, before he was a lot more famous.
Now, you know that I'm a kind of a big toy guy, but I
Yep.
really don't remember them doing anything big in the, toy market for this movie. I remember there were like these miniatures that they had that were like, I think Tonka put them out or something, but nothing
I
like the Kenner action figures or anything.
I have the action figures for this film.
Oh, okay.
They're about, they're like 3 some inches. They don't have like articulation though. They're just kind
Those
of they just kind of
those are the
stand
ones I
there.
was thinking of. Yeah.
Yeah. I've got like a couple willows. Um, I got like a couple of all of them. There's horse. Some are on horseback. I've
Now,
been
I do want to say they just showed, and I'm assuming those were dogs with like a costume on.
yeah. I think they're Rottweilers.
And I think that's kind of brilliant. I wish more films would do that. You
Going the
don't
practical
always
route.
need CG these days. Practical effects are fine, and there's nothing wrong with dogs being costumed,
Right. Yeah. The Let me double check. I did read.
Okay,
What
they're
they
supposed to
were.
bring back the midwife alive.
Yeah, that was a flaw in their plan, but also
Yeah.
another very clear reference to Moses here.
Yeah, they were Rottweilers in suits and masks. Rolling on the river. Elora. Elora's on the river.
Right.
God, I love it when they bring choral elements into a score,
Yep.
especially in a fantasy film. That is one
That's some really
surprisingly,
red hair.
yeah, that is a surprisingly buoyant clump of stuff.
Yeah.
Directed by Ron Howard. That's why everybody has red hair in this thing. Ron Howard.
Right.
directed it.
Exactly.
So Torque say people dress their dogs. Don't see an issue in them being allowed to wear costumes.
Right.
Baby's got this look like, and here I am, just sitting here.
I heard they got like over 200 little people to work in this film. He is only 17 years old when he did this role. The kid playing his son, there's only like a 7-year difference.
Wow.
But he does look older. I mean, he looks
Yeah.
young, but he does look
Yeah.
much older than 17.
That I love that because relatively a normal sized human would be a giant, right? To
Right. It'd be
to
like,
their people.
yeah, I mean, it'd be like us seeing someone 10 feet tall.
Right,
Or
exactly.
even more. Like Bigfoot, you know? I love this guy, Burgle Cook.
Yeah.
Everybody's got to work in the mines.
Well, yeah.
I love that he's using a pig to plow.
Well, for him,
I
it's
remember
worse.
in Dungeons and Dragons, I can't remember if it was the dwarves or the halflings used to ride dogs the way humans rode horses.
Yeah, I would think a halfling maybe. I don't know if a dwarf
Yeah.
would be a little too bulky for a
Yeah,
dog.
you're probably right.
Yeah, you will. Wife's in charge. And I think everyone's returning to to the series. At least I remember seeing the one that plays his wife is in it.
Sure, sure.
So I guess this is what happened when the Lollipop Guild is broken by Ozma's
Right.
tyrannical policies. I always have the impression that he's a lucky man for having Kaya as his wife.
Oh, absolutely.
There's just something about her that says she's a good mate
Yeah.
for whoever. Oh, yeah. One of the things he had to learn when he was preparing for the film was how to handle a baby.
I would imagine.
I mean, he's only, like I say, he's 17 years old when he did this film. He probably didn't have a lot of experience. This is, wonder how many of them were in Return of the Jedi playing Ewoks.
Oh,
Probably
there
quite
was
a
Kenny
few.
Baker.
Yep, Kenny Baker's in there. Jack Purvis is in there. Another famous little fella. You look at that and it's like, I'd love to live there.
Yeah.
Just hang out in a nice little simple life. I love it when you really compare this film to Star Wars. As far as like the characters, there's so
Yeah.
many analogous characters in this thing.
Sure.
Because here he's Luke. You have the High Aldwin, who's kind of like Obi-Wan or Yoda, and you have the Mad Mardigan, who's Han Solo, and Saoirse, who's Leia.
Honestly, that doesn't ruin a trick like that for me. It's like I know that must have been how he did it, but I didn't see him do it. That's still
Right,
pretty
yeah.
skillful.
Yeah, no, yeah. I've seen a lot of magicians, and you know how it does, but it's still it's sometimes it's more their presentation of it,
Yeah.
their flair. Because I mean, most people know the basics of the tricks.
Is that Billy Barty?
Yeah, it's Billy Barty playing the High Aldwin.
Wow.
I love that outfit. I love
Yeah.
wizardry outfits.
Mm.
Nope. I remember when I first saw this, I knew what the answer was.
Yeah, yeah,
I
me
was like,
too.
it's like, it's in your own finger. And I like how they show him looking down at his own hand. He
Yeah.
knows the answer, but
And that's where the wizard is like, you know the answer. Why are you doing that?
yeah.
And you know that's probably why he's feeling so bad about it, because like I knew the
Yeah.
answer and I chickened out.
I knew it. And he second guessed himself.
Yeah.
That is a very effective
Yeah.
job with those dogs.
And that's why I think that if, they did a film with Klingons, that would be a great way to do Targs.
Oh yeah. Vundkar.
Right.
Phil Fundacaro. People are wondering where they've seen him before. Troll.
Yep. Make sure it's dead.
Yeah.
That's the way you do it.
Going to town on that thing.
You don't turn your back on it. You don't walk away. You make sure.
I was gonna say, where's your wife? You just left your children alone in the market.
It's like the British Parliament.
Yeah.
They're always grumbling and yelling.
Jeez. Yeah, maybe we should just leave. Oh boy.
Thanks a lot, old man.
Hey, Kenny Baker got some lines.
I know, right? Better than beep bop boop, right?
Yep. I love this.
I love that. That is
Yeah,
good.
it gives them a little hint as to what real magic is. It's wisdom.
Right. Kenny Baker isn't cursing on set. They could finally stop censoring him. Again, wisdom.
Yep. Von Car! So now he's get Von Car. He's got like several. He's got almost all of the warriors going with him
Yep.
now. Be useful little acorns to have.
Yeah.
Was that the secret handshake?
Yeah.
Billy Barty was so awesome.
Right?
The world needs another Billy Barty right now.
I agree.
Warwick David's probably the closest we've got.
Right. Jeez.
I did.
Oh.
And in 40 years, we'll do another movie together.
Yeah.
Oh, TV show.
She cut off
A
her
braid
hair.
of a little braid of her hair. Yep.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
touching.
It is.
I remember I read a book once where the girl the girl gave the guy going off on the adventure, she had cut her hair and had weaved a bowstring
Wow.
for his bow, and that was what he used. I Ooh.
Baby's like,
Yeah.
"Ooh."
Ooh.
Okay, it's going back to the village. Ignore the bird. Follow the river. Hi, Evelyn Hampton. How you
Oh,
doing
hey, Evelyn.
tonight? Like I said, if you want to watch along, Cosby link up top.
Yep.
They've just left the village with the baby.
Cosby links at the top. need to change its nappy.
Well, that could be too.
Well,
And the Warriors laugh.
that helps.
Ew.
Well, you could tell it was like vanilla pudding.
That is a heck of a helmet.
Mm-hmm. Pat Roach. Many will remember that he is the guy who Indiana Jones shot in Raiders of the Lost Ark. That was swinging the big sword.
Oh, yeah.
He was also in Conan the Destroyer, I believe, playing a role. He's been a lot of things.
See, and again, the advisor, relying more on wisdom and being able to understand people than any kind of like magic.
Right.
I've read the signs. Well, I've paid attention and I can kind of tell.
Yeah, I got a great story about this film, which is kind of funny.
Hmm.
When I was working at Borders, I had this wonderful lady come in looking for a film for her son for Christmas. And, talked to her. She's like, oh, he loves fantasy films, sci-fi. And Willow had just come out on DVD. And I was like, well, there's this film, Willow. I showed her what it was, read it to her. And she's like, oh, that'd be great. I'll take that. And she gave it to him for Christmas. Well, a year later, a friend of mine who was now working at the store had told me that his mother had gave him the film Willow as on DVD.
Wow.
And he hated the movie.
Oh!
To this day, I mean, I still know him to this day. It's still this big joke. It's like, you made my mother give me that DVD.
See, you're a much better person than I. I would have said, well, what do you want from me? It's not my fault you have bad taste in movies.
Oh, I know. We're always kind of, doing that. It's like a little fun joke between us. But it's just, every time I think of Willow, I think of my friend Chris.
Sure, Evelyn, we're at, what are we at? Has it been an hour already?
No, 26 minutes,
26
52 seconds.
Yeah,
okay.
About to go 27 in 27 minutes.
There you go.
Right here, the crunching of a can.
He was like, what the heck is going on?
Is that you, Al?
What, the crunching?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, because I didn't know where it was coming from. I thought, are we doing
crushing.
something that's coming through?
I was crushing a can. Sorry.
Oh, that's fine. No, I don't mind. I didn't want to be responsible for, excess noise on your stream.
I was trying to do it away from the mic as best I could. That's a way to charm him.
He's looking right at it. Well, he is. The thing is, that baby is so expressive.
Yeah. Like how thin that spear is he's got.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, it's got to be at least as strong as um like rebar.
True.
And tell me, Mad Morgan isn't basically this movie's Han Solo.
Yep.
Yeah, there's no need to waste it on a guy in a cage.
Yeah, they in the I know in the book and uh other resources, his backstory is a little bit
Excuse
better
me.
fleshed out. He was a great knight, and then his suffered a defeat, and then kind of went on a bender.
It happened,
Yeah.
And that tree is a willow.
He's going to shake his hand. Remember when I first saw this film, I thought his name was Mad Mardigan. I didn't know it was Mad Mardigan.
Yeah. Well, that was rude. So Sir Torrance said that General Keel is a not so subtle swipe at reviewer Pauline Keel.
Right.
She was something of a foe to both George Lucas and Clint Eastwood. Yeah, this movie's, from what I understand, kind of rife with rips on the critics.
Yeah, but she was actually flattered at being included in the film that way.
It's true. He hasn't had anything to drink in a long time. Oh, for fuck's sake! I wasn't exactly worried.
Mhm.
I don't know what's going on.
Gavin O'Hurley.
Huh. Is that didn't he play Brad in Superman 3?
I don't know. Why don't he's been a lot of. I know him mostly for playing the missing Cunningham brother.
That's right. He was
in Happy
Chuck.
Days.
That's
He was Chuck,
right.
who only did like the first season and kind of disappeared. Yeah, he was in Superman 3.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, he was Brad.
He was also the bad guy in Death Wish 3. I do remember that. Oh, that's right. He was in Sharp's Eagle with Sean Bean. I like the character of Eric.
Mm-hmm.
I always like the because he well, don't want to give too many spoilers away.
Right.
But yeah, Eric Thalberg, he's a good warrior, an honorable one. I like characters like that.
So Torrance says, I wonder how she felt about her analog in the Deadpool. Huh. Didn't know about that one.
Might eventually get to that on Soundtracks with Birdman. We've been every now and then doing a Dirty Harry film.
Yeah.
I think we're due for Sudden Impact eventually.
Yeah.
Like, put me down.
Yeah, I don't think he meant to put him down on his back like that. I think his feet just fell out from under him.
I read that Val Kilmer ad-libbed a lot of what he did.
I would imagine, yeah.
I was like, I'm not sure about this.
She does. But I could still use some water, dude.
Yeah, but you were talking about how the baby likes him. I really think that's a trait she has. She knows.
Yeah.
She senses the good in people.
Yeah, I agree.
She is a very special child.
And when I say, very expressive baby, you got to know that they had to do a lot of takes and a lot of edits to get exactly what they wanted.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if, because you see a lot of her facial stuff in a close up.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised if that was like they just kept a camera on her for God knows
Oh
how
yeah,
long.
could be. And just had people doing things to entertain her and stuff.
And just catching different facial expressions.
Yeah. Oh, for pity's sake.
It does look cool with the thing on his back.
Yeah.
That would hurt.
Ouch.
Whoops.
Or we'll just fall into this trap.
I mean, Gulliver's Island kind of
Yeah, right.
vibes. I wonder if they were inspired by Monty Python.
I'm
No,
sure
those
there
walls are
had
a
to
little
be some of
chilly.
that.
You better listen to her. Not often he gets to be the big one.
Right, exactly.
Aw. Little kiss from a fairy.
And she speaks, baby. Then click your heels together 3 times and say there's no place like home. Well, that was
I,
rude.
I like that they said that he's short even for an Elwyn.
Yeah,
So he is like a little, one of the littlest
yeah.
of the little. You would have a dark queen as Oh, sorry, I was
Yeah.
having Galadriel vibes.
Exactly, right? Bye-bye.
Cool to have a little fairy like that being a friend of yours, sitting on your shoulder, always got a little light.
Nope.
No.
Frodo and Sam.
Yeah, kinda. Now these two always reminded me of Lenny and Squiggy.
A little bit, yeah, you're right, kind of.
A French Lenny and Squiggy.
And I think the tall one was in the Burbs, wasn't he?
He was a comedian. I remember his routine, and I'm sure he was in other movies. I just don't recall.
Yeah, I mean he's been in a lot, but I'm trying to think if he was in the Burbs as one of the. You know what? I'm thinking of another guy.
Hmm. Okay.
Oh, he was in Eight-Legged Freaks. Watch that on Birdman channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got quite a good cred there. Oh, that's right. He played Pam's father in The Office.
Okay.
I love that medieval party music.
Oh yeah. And look, I understand that he doesn't know Dahini culture, but surely he knows the, seedy places from the. What would you do with a girl that big, dude? Oof.
Although I do think, remember when I initially saw the film,
Uh
my
huh.
thought was, if they removed the brownies, I wouldn't have missed them.
Right. True.
Whoops.
And now he's drunk. I mean, there is an upside to being so tiny.
True.
Well, you were thinking of pee pee. I kind of like brownies. Soft on the inside, a little crisp on the outside.
Now, are you an edge guy or a middle guy? You know what I'm
When
talking
they're
about?
when they're fresh, I'll go for the edge. But after a couple days, I'll take the middle.
Because they make those pans now where everybody can have like an edge piece.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, come on, I like having that little centerpiece every now and then. Want to breed.
Don't even think that's possible. Oh, this is bad. This is bad.
And one of the takes where she did that, she stuck it through a stuntman's foot.
Ooh. And here's the thing about this scene. There's a lot of complicated events that just happen that lead to what happens here. And you could totally buy into, it's preordained. It doesn't make any sense. None of this goofiness should be happening, but it's working out to protect the baby.
Right.
Because it's destiny.
She is predetermined to lead to the defeat of Bev Morta.
And I'm pretty sure Val Kilmer tells his kids that's how he met their mother.
Well, yeah, because him and Joanne Wally were married for a while.
Yep.
Didn't work out for the long term, but
I was going to say somebody ought to take the reins.
yeah. Although, if you think about it, the horses would probably be, would follow the course of the road.
Yeah, but not, and see, that's the other thing too.
But
with
it's
no one at
something
the
like that,
rein,
right?
it seems likely they would slow down and stop, if anything.
Unless they were spooked.
Good point. Good point. Help me!
Sounded like the spider from. I mean, the fly.
The fly, yeah, exactly.
The spider was after him. Help me! Help me! Dun, 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 dun. I do love the music to this. This is a great soundtrack.
Ooh!
Doink. Nice move.
Okay, how
Ninja
is that wagon
stars.
still going with only 2 wheels?
It's kind of turned into a chariot.
Yeah, kind of like a chariot or a rickshaw. Now you're playing chicken.
That would hurt. Ooh, Wilhelm scream.
Yeah, I love it.
Always got to put in the Wilhelm scream.
Asked him to stop the wagon. I stole your baby while you were taking a pee-pee.
She she knows they need him.
Yep. Uh, I don't know about 10 times, but maybe 3 times bigger.
Yeah. The dogs would be the scariest thing to deal with now because of the smell. He's hooked.
Well, it's a complex story here for him, right? Because he's been through, his down, depression, kind of given up, and now he's starting to feel like maybe he's got a purpose. Maybe there's something to fight for.
Yeah.
He was being disingenuous when he was in the cage, but now it's starting to actually come true.
Eggs sound good, actually.
Yeah, right?
You know what makes her scary is that she is not intimidated by him and is just will slap him. Just out of
Exactly. And you get the impression that she probably has some abilities that we haven't seen yet.
nowhere. Yeah. With that stupid rat dream.
Yeah.
Ooh, what you munching on?
Sorry, potato chips.
Oh, no. Nothing to be sorry about. I was just curious. I haven't had potato. I haven't had potato. That's what you get when you play with forces beyond your ability there, buddy.
It's like putting your fork in a light socket, Woo!
That's a nice little spot. Sticks. They're actually chewing on vanilla bean.
That's funny, because all these years I assumed it was supposed to be licorice.
That was so cute. But that was a very cute little bonding moment with
Yeah.
him and the baby. Say, she don't love neckroot.
Any boat would be a big boat to you.
You're like a cruise ship to the brownies.
And your father smelt of elderberries.
Elderberries.
He really does have that kind of Han Solo thing going on.
Oh yeah, definitely. Of course, I remember the first time I saw him in Top Secret. You know, he kind of had that swagger
Yeah.
and a real genius. Yeah, we gotta watch this one day too.
Oh, I love Real Genius.
Yeah, that's a fun film.
Very quotable film.
He's not even going to take her to the island?
That doesn't seem like a place to go.
You know, kind of off-putting, seeing all the bones. Look at the bones.
Do you know where this was shot?
I think I think some of it was shot in New Zealand and some in England. Let me see here. Yeah, location shooting in Norwick Quarry, Wales, and New Zealand, and
Makes
interior
sense.
footage at Elstree Studios in Hertfordshire, England. And some exteriors were done around Skywalker Ranch near Mount Shasta. In fact, some of the waterfall scenes they said were shot there.
Baby's looking like you're a lot hairier than I expected you to be.
Oh, that's
Fuzzy.
fuzzy.
Oops. What do you think I'm wearing? No, this is more fun.
I like how he put himself between her and.
Yeah. I'd like to break it. Difficult, not impossible.
Mhm. A lot of the scenery does evoke Lord of the Rings.
Sure.
It's too bad he's not going to be able to be in the series.
I know.
I hope they at least, uses. I think they use an image of him, like as a painting or something. Hope they give him a noble,
Yeah.
end or however they handle it.
I've only quit talking.
So there's always pain that comes with magic. I guess that.
Yeah.
A little bit of a hound dog there.
Oh.
Oops. trigger. The next woman he sees, he's going to be
Yep.
triggered.
Yeah, let's do that thing that you just said. Well, in theory.
Yeah.
Because they left the baby all alone in a ginormous tent.
Well, she's not alone.
Ah!
Yeah, see her laying there. I don't blame him at all.
You sent me in here for a female redhead. I'm going after the female redhead.
Whoop.
Well, at least he's now got some proper clothes on.
Yeah, I know. A little pink diaper he had.
I mean, I suppose technically that's true.
He's cold.
Yeah.
Now watch her hair. See how high it is?
Yeah.
Now watch. And now it's poofed down.
Yeah.
I've always noticed that's one of the, I noticed that the first time I watched it. It's like her hair got flat. Wee.
And interestingly, this really is the first time we're getting to see him really, cut loose.
Right. It's the first time he's had his hand on a sword.
See, and if this was a D&D game, I could totally see the halfling going, get on the shield. Surely he means get behind the shield.
Where are the brownies?
They usually fly under the cover, show up whenever they kind of need to be.
Right. They're in somebody's pocket or backpack or something.
Yeah. There they are.
Or in the tent. Probably. It was probably something you said.
Yeah. I said the look of fear on Warwick Davis's face is 100% real.
I would imagine.
I was
Yes.
terrified doing this.
You could almost hear him say, "We are going to die."
Oops.
Ooh.
Oh God, that's right. I forgot.
Ow.
That's enough excitement for one day.
Yeah, right?
I love this.
Oh! Don't I? Oh gosh, these guys again. Tear this village apart until you found those plans and bring me the prisoners. I want them alive.
Give her black root. That'll shut her up.
Oh no. Oh boy.
I love he is all about that little girl.
Right?
All the big war stuff, nothing to him. The warrior aspect, he's like, the baby needs to be changed.
Right. Are you? You want to come with us?
I had a little spark in his eye when he said that. Wimps. I mean, like,
Yeah.
literally, whoa. Didn't even think about it.
Well, because they know if they go back and, well, we didn't get the baby and your daughter's dead. They're dead. Oof.
I like that little sound effect.
Yeah. The problem is the crow can fly over all of the obstacles. We can't.
I'm just bamboozling you.
I was just bamboozling you, right?
Went away. She has amazing eyes.
Oof.
Ooh, right in
Did
the
she just punch him in the throat?
punched him in the throat and then kicked him in the nuts. Love that little look.
I mean, that's some good directing and good acting, right? Because they both have this look like there's a spark there, you know?
Yep. I mean, she was like all with it the night before.
Yeah.
There's something within her that I think needs that kind of love. I mean, probably love in general because she's definitely not getting it from her mother.
True. Absolutely true.
I'd lower the gate.
Yeah. Ew. I mean, if she's in her human form, she might be able to release the army and, all
Well,
that.
and manipulate magic better too.
Yeah. Well, there we go.
There.
I mean, that's got to be at least a +1, +2 armor.
Lower the gate.
What the hell happened to you?
I like his armor, except I don't get the chainmail on the helmet.
Yeah, you're right.
Now, if it were a leather helmet, maybe. Oh.
Oh, the trolls.
Yep. Oh, ooh, ow, ooh, each. Ew.
You.
Uh-oh. You just made the situation a lot worse.
Yeah. Oh! Did you ever notice the two heads look like Rancor heads?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Oops. Oof. Destroy the beast, find the baby. I can only do one thing at a time. I love all the booby traps.
So he set those things up fast. Well, you know they work.
Yeah. Woo! Now, since that creature was made from a troll, isn't that like cannibalism?
I don't know.
But then again, I don't know if trolls have a problem with cannibalism.
Well, I know the Ebersist doesn't care.
Yeah, right.
Ooh.
Oof. Ow. And you know that's exactly how it would go, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't be fancy, wouldn't be all gallant, it would be perfunctory. Woo-hoo-hoo. Now he's Boba Fett.
Riding the Rancor.
That's the one thing I can say about Boba Fett. You can poo-poo that show all you want, and say whatever you want about the Vespas and whatnot. But Boba Fett rode a Rancor. He is still a badass.
That was awesome.
First I'll kiss you, then I'll kill you.
Ooh. What you call blowing your top.
Yeah.
I've always been fascinated by his sword. It's like on.
There is a historical precedent for it. I've seen that before.
Yeah, I have too. Once I saw it in here and I kind of looked into it a little bit, I'm like, wow, that's actually based on some stuff.
Now things are a little bit more even.
Yes, but the bad guy's got the baby.
Yep, bad guy got the baby.
Well, I'll jolly well have to, won't I?
This is a well-timed drawbridge.
Yeah.
Funny, the ride back was a lot shorter than the ride to.
True.
Now, the one thing that I heard was in the book, I need to find my copy and actually read it, is when they were at Tir's Lean, one of the people that were encased was the king, and that was Sorsha's father. And there
Oh.
was a psychic, he was able to speak to her, and that's led more to her being swayed instead of just,
That would
oh,
have
give
made
me
a
a
lot
shit.
of sense, yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of cut from. I don't know if they filmed it, but they didn't put it in the film, which I would have liked,
Yeah.
because you see him at the end. You see this like regal king like figure, but they don't
Yeah.
tell you that much about him. Oh, that's an orc.
I was just gonna say, and thus the first orc was born. I mean, yeah, think about it. That would be painful.
Oh yeah.
Well, there's one thing you can say about this evil queen. She knows how to bring home the bacon.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't like the idea that you're about to kill me and obliterate my spirit.
I don't want to be swaddled.
Right.
And you see how she's dressed, almost like a mummy.
okay, why is she wrapped up like the mummy?
Don't know. You do get the impression that maybe like all the magic she's used might have affected her, but they don't go into it.
Yeah.
Maybe they do in the book. Woo, that's a lot of ham. The brownies.
Right.
Order.
I mean, he's had enough practice now.
So Torga said they're all turning into an army of pudgy pigs. Where are the Power Rangers when you need them?
Right.
Ana Nafrak, Utlas Bethu, Tokyo.
Right. Traguna Mokoides, there to save the sea. Ostrich to peacock to turtle. I'd stop right there. I'd say, you know what? Good, good. Tiger.
an old naked woman.
Yep. I should say so.
I kind of
Yeah.
like the baby outfit though.
And given the red hair and all that stuff, it does kind of make you wonder if Allura is like related or something to them. Like,
Right. Her hair looks all nice and fresh now.
it does look nice, doesn't it?
We're gonna be golfers.
Turn us into gophers. Yeah, that's it. Oh boy. That's a lot of skulls.
Well, they had a sale, you know.
They had a sale.
Spirit Halloween, you know.
Well, yeah, you know, it's after season, you know, clearance. I wonder how many times stuff like that happened in Hollywood where they just bought surplus Halloween stuff. Aw. Well, they had to say it. Gave them their chance. Well, you can try.
And that happened.
Oh, I realize what's. I mean, I've seen this, so I know what happens
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
But I get what they were intending. Because those two said they were going to fight, and everyone else hadn't committed yet. I mean, you got to admit that is a pretty clever ambush.
Yep.
Oh, we're screwed. Back, back.
I like the little brownies.
Right. They come out of cover and still nobody sees them.
He's ready for business now.
It's like I'm getting wet.
Oof.
Ugh.
Shogun Assassin had something like that with warriors hidden under the sand. Yeah. I mean, it's not without precedent.
Yeah, I mean, it makes for a great ambush. Oh, deep fried soldiers.
What's really wild about that is that was intended to be used against them.
Yeah.
You know, and they turned it on them.
Courage, Willow. Not the 13th candle.
Ouch. Stay down.
What were you saying, Ma?
Yeah.
He was like, crap.
The only thing about this is the way they gender swapped Vader and Kenobi. Another Wilhelm scream.
Yep.
Chill out. Oh.
Ooh. You're as cold as ice.
I'm waiting for her feet to curl up.
Yeah, right?
I love this.
Oof.
Wee, 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 wee.
And if you had like a telekinesis type spell, tell me you wouldn't do the same thing. And be laughing the whole time you did it.
That would be a fun party trick.
Right?
Look what I can do.
Blah, 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 blah. You dead yet? See, this is what I mean. Don't go and poke them with a stick. You kill the hell out of them. And then when you're sure they're dead, kill them some more.
Come on, Willow. Use your acorn.
Bibbidi bobbidi boo.
Bippity boppity boo.
Oh.
That's why I spit in his face.
Tis but a flesh wound.
And now he is pissed.
Yeah.
I like how he uses Eric's sword.
Yeah. Come on.
Ooh.
Ooh, nice shot.
Yeah.
Now, don't we,
Again, you gotta make sure they're dead.
I could swear I just heard him say Yeetus.
Yeah.
Whoop, bah!
It's like, ow.
Oh, yeah. That's the way you do it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Now he's probably dead. He's got 2 swords in him, and you threw him off a bridge. Although I swear, I thought that cauldron or whatever that Willow pushed out was going to land on him. Can we get out of here now?
cat fight.
I am Indigo Montoya. No, never mind. Ha!
It's like, oh crap.
Yeah. Yeah, but it took some effort there.
Uh-oh. Spells have backfired.
A lot of Star Wars story beats here. Kind of got an Emperor Palpatine going on here.
Yep. Was roofed up. Could still return. Maybe, you never know. Mav Mortar could still be out there. Time for kissy face. That's what he calls using his noggin.
Yep.
Well done, Willow. So there's the king, which is her father, but they never really go into that.
Yeah.
Oh, you Willow.
And he gets a pony. That's a cool looking castle.
Yep. Little paint should be good as new. Things are nice and peaceful in the Shire.
Yes,
In the
rains
Shire,
have
yeah,
come and he
exactly.
hasn't planted his seeds.
There you go.
I mean, that was the big thing. It's like he didn't get his seeds planted before the rains came.
But he's a wizard now.
Yeah, there's a lot of story that we don't know. For all we know, his buddy got back and,
Yeah,
helped
he
get
got
everything
shot
planted or
up.
something.
Maybe.
And heck, the guy comes and, tries to repossess his land or whatever. He just turns him into a goat or some crap like that now.
Yeah. Not going to be able to mess with him. I mean, he'll be on his way to being like the next High Aldwin, or who knows. But I'm sure many of those possible answers will hopefully be answered in the Willow series, which I think debuts on the 30th. I want to say. Let me double check here. Dun, 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 dun. Yes, November 30th, 2022 on Disney Plus. And it is just called Willow. An unlikely group of 6 heroes sets off on a dangerous quest to places far beyond their home, where they must face their inner demons and come together to save their world. Led by Willow Ufgood. So, and yes, Joanne Whalley is reprising her role as Sorsha.
Wow.
That's pretty cool.
I didn't know Rick Overton was in this. I used to know him way back in the day.
Huh.
Yeah, he was the tall brownie. Frangine. And
oh, that's right. When I said he was a stand-up comic, you probably met him at the Improv.
Exactly.
Yep, they are also going to be reprising their roles as Rule and Frangine.
Cool.
Christian Slater is going to be in it. Oh wow, Ralph Ineson is going to has a role. And Warwick Davis's own daughter, Annabelle Davis, will appear as Willow's daughter, Mims.
Nice.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to watching that series. I know a lot of people are kind of hesitant when it comes to a continuation of a franchise, or
especially under Disney,
under the Disney umbrella. But for my 2 cents, from my observation, Disney has been doing a much better job on the streaming side than they did with the movies. Now, Marvel's been hit or miss, but I think all the Star Wars series have been dead on great, and I'm hoping Willow will be a nice continuation of this universe. A lot of people are kind of, they've already wrote the story in the books, but the books weren't exactly well received by fans because they kind of killed a lot of characters like right off. So it'll be interesting to see what the new series brings us. I'll be watching. I know that. So I do plan on that.
EMI Abbey Road
Great.
Studios. There you go.
Yep. Going down to the very, very last little vestiges of, and there's somebody's job to make sure that all this stuff is spelled right.
True.
Novelization from Valentine Books.
Nice.
And I do have the novelization, and I have the soundtrack on a record. I need to get the CD.
Is the soundtrack with Birdman?
Oh, it says the persons and events in this film are fictitious.
Really?
Well, that kind of ruins it.
Oh, man. I was looking forward to finding a little Willow Ufgood.
Right, exactly.
Spend a little time in the Nelwyn Village. That would have been nice. Well, that is Willow. Oh, so wonderful. I love this film. It's just a nice fantasy, good versus evil, and good wins in the end. That's that's just what you want in a great fantasy story. The next Films with Friends, of course, 2 weeks from tonight is going to be 1985's Legend, starring Tom Cruise. And which version, you may ask?
Yes,
Well,
I was going to ask.
here is right now what I want to do. On the Saturday night rewatch at 10 o'clock, to watch the original American version with the Tangerine Dream soundtrack.
Nice.
But the night before, Friday night, at about 7 or 8 before your show, Troy, I would love, and I've already talked to Soundtracks with Birdman, he's going to try to swing this, to watch the European version, which is 20-some minutes longer, and has a soundtrack from Jerry Goldsmith, which changes the tone of the film greatly, and it's awesome. And I think I would love to watch both versions.
Yeah.
At times, so that's the plan. But the Saturday night one, I'm thinking, because I know you prefer the Tangerine Dream version.
I do.
I do too.
I mean,
ultimately.
let me qualify that.
Yeah.
I am not sure how they feel and, edit differently, but I love that soundtrack.
Yeah, I love which one, the Goldsmith or Tangerine Dream?
Tangerine Dream.
Yeah, I do too. It was that Tangerine Dream soundtrack was one of my traveling tapes when I had my truck. I didn't have a CD player. I just had a tape drive. So I would tape certain CDs, and it was one of my go-to travel CDs, along with the Robin of Sherwood music from Clannad and Queen and 1776 and Grease too.
Yeah.
those were my traveling CDs. My traveling music. So yeah, that Saturday night we're gonna watch the Tangerine Dream version. I think it's like an hour 30 some. But if I can get a couple of co-hosts, and if you want to watch it too on Friday, I know that'd be a long night for you, Troy and Nanette, you are more than welcome to also watch that other version.
Is that on the 19th?
It's
the 18th, I should say.
It'll be the 19th. Oh, the 18th.
The 19th. It's the 18th. Yeah.
That's going to be kind of a challenge for me because that's a big night for me. That's my annual Star Wars Holiday Special rewatch. Yeah.
Well, like I said, I could if I was thinking starting at 7, which would either be over by 9, it would give you like an hour to do whatever, kind of relax. And
so when you say 7, you mean 7 your time. So that would
7
be
my
6
time,
our
6 your time. Yeah. If you could, you're invited to do it. If you do, or even if you just get a chance to watch it.
Yeah.
Have you seen the European version?
I actually don't think I have.
Yeah, if you do, it'd be a nice little compare contrast.
Sure.
The night after. So, but think about it.
Yeah.
Like I said, and I'm hoping that rewatch comes off. Right now, it's just in the early planning stages.
Sure.
So, but Tangerine Dream, lock that in for the Saturday night one. That'll be fun.
Absolutely great. And and so I am going to have some things coming up for that night for the holiday special. Again, I will be cooking some dishes over here, so I am planning on getting some cooking videos done involving Wasaka berry pudding and Bantha surprise. Don't expect me to do the whip stir, though.
Surprise, there's no bantha.
Yeah. I'm going to have to kind of substitute because it was hard to find a bantha on Earth.
Let's see, a bantha, I guess it would be like, what, beef would be a good
Yep, that's exactly what I'm doing. It's basically going to be a beef stew, yeah.
Ooh, nice. Sounds good.
But I am using the recipes out of the Star Wars Life Day cookbook. So, yeah. I didn't know
that existed. How much? Are there others? Is it just Life Day stuff, or do they have other Star Wars?
Well, they gear it to be specifically for Life Day, as though it's a universal holiday. So not all of the recipes would be from Kashyyyk. There's,
Oh, okay.
they've got like what do they got? Well, the third recipe I'm going to be making, of course, is Jelly Life Day orbs. But Bantha Surprise, Kublog curry, barbecued trackern ribs, roasted root leaf. What was that? Trask chowder.
I might have to look
Crate
into
crusted cod.
Ooh, crate
Yeah.
crust. Wait a minute, you crust a cod with crate?
Apparently so. Apparently so.
You crate the cod and then you crust it.
I mean, I don't know, man. Those crate dragons kind of scare me. I don't think I
Yeah.
want to butcher one of those.
That's a
but-
lot of meat, though. I mean, well, you can. It takes a long time to butcher them. I mean, just look what Obi-Wan was up to. I'm thinking that was a crate dragon, I guess.
I had to assume it was. I mean, that was a pretty
Yeah.
darn big. Yeah.
So yeah, that'll be a lot of fun. If like I said, maybe plan it maybe another night, maybe like the Thursday or something. We'll work something out. I got 2 weeks to worry about it. I would like
Honestly,
I like
to be honest with you, it might not be a problem. I might try to get a lot of the cooking done in advance, so
Yeah.
it probably won't be a problem.
Well, well, like between now and then we'll talk. Like I said, I don't have a night specific. I was thinking Friday
Okay.
because Friday night's a good night. But if it's Thursday, I don't want to do Wednesday because that's the Birdman's movie night.
Absolutely, I dig it.
And so and like I said, I'd like to do it either like that Thursday or Friday, so it's like right close.
Yep.
So we have a night, so it's all fresh in the head when we watch the Tangerine Dream version. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Me, I love Legend.
Yeah, love it.
Love. I cannot do my voice when I can't do it when I think about it. That's the thing. If I do it, I would just like do it.
It's got to be spontaneous. I get it.
It's spontaneous. But that's 2 weeks from
Mm-hmm.
tonight. In 1 week, we're going to be watching. I'm thinking it's something beginning with a B.
It is. It's going to be the butterfly effect.
I have never seen that, and I've always wanted to.
Really? Okay, then I think
Good.
Netter, I think that settles it. We're just going to have to watch the original theatrical release because we were debating whether which of the alternate endings we would do. I think we go with
I'm not
the
even sure
original.
I'm not, like I said, I'm not even sure what I could get a hold of, but
Well, that's what that cost me.
Well, that's true. That's
yeah, but it's just easier for me to do.
It's
I can
easier for
float
you
around.
because bandwidth. I get it.
That plus I go checking stuff, and which I kind of like. Ooh, what's some new stuff popped up on?
Put locker.
Well, actually, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, okay.
1, 2, 3's become the easier one now.
Oh, okay.
There's also a cool one. Was it MKV Hub? Which
Okay.
has some good ones. So yeah, Jesus. That's the third. That's a third. There's one and there's 3 films, but yeah, this one knows
And
whatever it's gonna be.
Al, did you see my Kenner Star Wars parody video?
I haven't yet. I started to. I just didn't have the time when I saw it.
Yeah.
And I just haven't had a chance to get back to it yet.
I got a lot of great comments on that and a lot of likes. So I'll probably be doing more. I don't know if I'll keep doing parody videos like that, but I am going to do some videos focusing on those custom figures that I've done.
Cool. Yeah, I like that. I was watching. It was one of those like little short YouTube videos, the ones that are like done for like a TikTok.
Sure.
And they showed there's I guess someone who has a YouTube show dresses like an Imperial HR person.
Yes, she's great. I love her. She's wonderful.
Someone did a custom figure of her and did the whole packaging thing.
I am sure. I have no doubt about it.
They showed her the guy giving it to her, and It was really cool.
That's cool.
So,
I'll have to look because I do follow her channel. So but the problem is with those shorts, you don't get notifications when they come up. So I often miss
yeah,
them.
I just, I get the little, like, what, 6 of them down at the bottom, and sometimes I go, well, let me see this one, and then I just go down the rabbit hole.
There's
See
also
what's in
one.
there.
Have you seen the one? I don't know. It's a it's a female biker scout, and it's her and the Mandalorian and the child.
No, I haven't seen that one.
It's good. I'll find it for you. I'll send you a link because it's good
Cool.
stuff.
Cool deal. But yeah, so had a lot of fun watching Willow tonight. Hope everybody enjoyed it. And like I said, in 2 weeks we're going to watch Legend. But next week we're going to watch The Butterfly Effect. I'm looking forward to that because I've been wanting to watch that. And everybody, if you want to check out my latest review, it's on Weird, the Al Yankovic story, which I dropped yesterday. I might do another one. Got a few films in the queue to kind of take a peek at. I'll see what happens. Plus, I'm waiting to see if I can get a decent copy of Wakanda Forever when it comes out. I want to watch that just to kind of see how they handle that story. But
I read a bit on the Weird Al Yankovic story that there's a couple of scenes where Daniel Radcliffe has to take off a shirt,
yeah,
and they were shocked that he was so ripped. They're like, "Oh,
he's in good shape. He is in good shape.
yeah," because they're like, "You're ripped." He goes, "Yeah, I work out. Like, is this a problem?"
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's really good in the well. Like I said, it's not the real Weird Al Yankovic story. It is very much a parody, and it's a much darker life in this version, which is kind of funny, including his affair with Madonna and things like that. But it's a fun film. I think if you know Weird Al, I think you'll get a kick out of it. If you don't know Weird Al from anybody else, I don't think you'll get most of the jokes in it.
Yeah.
But that's up to everybody else. I enjoyed it, and I think it's worth it. I gave it 3.5. So definitely something to watch. Thank everybody for tuning in, and I know Netter always likes to say,
we can talk amongst ourselves, and that's all well, good, and fun. But it's so much more fun when you guys are joining us in the chat. You're dropping comments, questions, trivia, and just spending this time with us. Because it's more like you're sitting there right next to us and joining us rather than just being in the chat. And you're not just friends to us, you're family too. So thank you for being with us. We love you guys.
yep, love you guys. Like I said, Butterfly Effect and Legend, and I already know my 2 Christmas films and my New Year's Eve film because I have the New Year's Eve rewatch this year, When Harry Met Sally, and I
Nice.
think I know my 2 films I'm going to do in January.
Oh, okay, good.
I think I'll tell you after we get off here.
Okay.
What I'm thinking of anyway. Take care, everyone. Have a great weekend. Enjoy that extra hour tonight. Make sure you check all those clocks. But nowadays, most everything does it itself, so no big deal anymore. Take care and have a good evening.
Night, everyone.
Bye, y'all.
Bum-ba-da-da-da.